Hi, everybody. My name is Arthur Lee Jr. I have made some great transformations over the years, and right now, today is one of the greatest transformations in my life. I have lost, I have gained, and lost again, and gained some more. And that's one of the things I've noticed about me in my life that I find kind of strange. At one time point in my life, I have lived in fear, anger, rage, and the only thing I can say is I'm sorry. I fell in love. I lost love. I gained love in many different ways. But I've always so blind. I've been blind for a very long time. And the bad thing about it is I've lost somebody I really loved in a long time ago. And for years, I have nothing but rage in my heart, dude, because I blame God for that. But after a while, I started saying to myself and start working on myself to better myself. It's been hard, very hard. It's been a long, hard road for me. And I met some people that actually changed my life. A lady by I call Miss Jones, dude, because that's how I first name known her. And I met the bishop who invited me to that church, and they've been a great inspiration in my life. And over the years, over the months, that I've talked to him, told him my story about what happened to me years ago. That I was in love with a girl. I truly did love her. But after a while, I realized that this woman, I don't know, it didn't work out. I don't blame her. I'm used to being used and abused and taken advantage of because I'm a very giving guy. And I had nothing but hate in my heart for myself. Not for her. Never for her. I never hated her. I blame myself. And I worked real hard to better myself. I worked very hard to put myself in a situation where I can bring myself to a higher being. And tonight, that chain broke. I feel completely different. I feel like that I had a chain strapped to my ankles and pulling nothing but boulders and mountains over just everywhere I went. And all because of her. She had pushed me into a breaking point where I was nothing but enraged. I was put in somewhat of fear. And right now I don't feel nothing anymore. And I remembered Miss Jones and the bishop's words telling me that I need to put God in my heart. And I finally did. And it feels good. Today was an awakening for me. Today was a place where I was in a hole for so long, that I thought I'd never climb out of it. And all of a sudden, when that chain broke, I laughed. And I felt my heart filled with nothing but joy. And all I felt was just joy. And I felt great. It felt awesome. And I even told Miss Jones about it when she called me today. The only thing I can say is right now, don't let people push you around. Don't let people put you in fear. Fight back in your own way. Don't use violence. Use this. Because the people that try to put fear in your hearts, they fear themselves. Because they got nowhere to go in their lives. They think their lives are stuck. They think their lives are not going anywhere. I don't believe in that. I never did. At one time I did. Growing up, ever since I was growing up, I've always strived to be better because I had a father, well, I still have a father, that I wanted to show him that I was strong. I wanted to show him that I am better than him. And I strive to do that. And I still strive to do that because I know I am better than him. I have his face, I have his blood, and I have his name. But there's one thing he doesn't have. I have a heart. And that's one thing that gets me in trouble all the time because I put my heart before myself. And that really bugs me sometimes. And right now, today, I'm putting myself in my shoes. And I'm walking my path. And I hope that I see another set of footsteps behind me, because I can tell you this right now. Ever since that I've been told the Lord was with me, I thought it was a joke. Today has been an open book for me. Because everything to me is an open book. And the reason I say that, knowledge is the key for everything. Understanding, learning, bettering yourself. That is something that I strive to do all my life. And at one time I lost myself. I got depressed. I got into drugs. But there's one thing I never done is give up. And that's one thing I would never do. I would never give up. Everybody tells me to shut up. People tell me to be quiet, keep my mouth shut. Because the reason they tell me that, because I am speaking truth. I'm speaking truth for myself. And I did lose myself at one time. And that scared the hell out of me. And I have done things that I'm not very happy about. Don't remember. But I feel it. I lost somebody I care about and I really loved. And that person thinks I'm dirt. And you know what? I don't really care anymore because I don't. Because that person hurt me so many ways is ridiculous. And I'm not going to sit here and describe it to it because there's no point in doing it, because I'm not going to relive that hurt anymore. I hear them in the background all the time, talking shit all the time. And that's all she did was talk shit. Talk about what she's going to do to me, or doing this and everything like that. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're going to hurt me, hurt me. But the only thing about it is, I have been raised to be strong. I have been raised to be knowledgeable, intuitive. And that's one of the things, those are my gifts that I praise God for. Because if I have not seen what I've seen with my own eyes, and I heard what I heard with my own ears, I will be dead right now. And if I'm dead now, I am a happy soul right now, because I'm going to live my life to the fullest. Now, right now, I have two joys in my life right now. That's Doria right there. And as you can see behind me right now, sneaking around, that's Dorian. And these two little animals right now has brought a lot of inspiration in my life. I am trying my best to be better. Not better than someone else, not better than the people in this world. I'm trying to better this person right here that stands before you. And I'm going to strive and I'm going to work hard at it. I have been told I'm smart. I have been told I'm bright. I'm told that I have a bright future ahead of me. I don't care what people think anymore. I don't care what certain people who hate my guts think of me. And some of the people don't even know me hate my guts and don't even care about me. They think about the things I've done in the past. It's in the past. I move on. I have been forgiven so many times, it's ridiculous. God, people, and everything. I make mistakes. I'm human. Sometimes the mistakes you don't remember is the best things in the world. But if some people are going to constantly remind you about it, nitpick you about it, tell you like you are, and tell you this or that, putting you down, tell you you're going to do something this and do something that, tell you that you're going to do it, this is going to happen to you, that's going to happen to you, and you're going to put fear in their hearts. Let me tell you something about fear in my definition. Fear is in everyone. Fear comes in different forms. We live fear every day. The coronavirus, COVID-19, so to speak. Racism. Jobs. Money. Drugs. Disease. The world itself is full of fear. But if you look fear in the eye and realize that fear cannot touch you, and realize that you can fight that fear and use that fear for your advantage, you can accomplish many goals. Stop. And that's my way of thinking right now. I'm not going to let fear rule me anymore. I'm not going to let somebody tell me they're going to do something to me and everything like that, or tell me I'm going to lose my job, or tell me I'm going to get fired. Stop. Or tell me this is going to happen to me, that's going to happen. I don't care anymore. The only thing I do know right now that I have worked very hard to where I'm at right now. And I'm going to continue working hard. I am 44 years old. I am single. I have no children. But I will tell you this, hopefully one day I will have children. Hopefully one day I will find a nice wife. Hoping one day I can actually travel the world. And that's my dream. To get out of this state and be happy. I want to start my own business. I have a lot of dreams. And I'm not going to let anybody step all over me and try to push me down in the dirt and walk all over my back to push me down in the mud. I'm going to crawl. I'm going to drag myself to get to where I need, and then I want to stand up tall and be happy. And I'm not going to let nobody stop me. Because I know one thing in the world that's actually been pushing me all these years in my life. I have let God in my heart. And for years I've cursed God. Because of my life, how I treated myself, and I was misguided. And the only thing I can say right now, ever since that I've met those two people in my life and the people I've met over on my job, I have so many people I bumped into. And I talked and told them my story and told them my pain, told them my fear. And they always told me, don't live in fear. Don't live in regret. Push yourself to the point and use that pain and transform it into strength. Use that as power. And I'm spreading this message to y'all right now to do the same thing. If you got somebody who's dishing you, you got somebody pushing you around, don't raise your fist up. Smile and say, you're right. I have to be better than I am right now. Insults are insults. Violence is never going to solve anything. Hurting people and hurting one another is not going to solve anything. If you work together and be a common mind and a common goal and a common placement in the world, we can do a lot more in the world. And we can achieve a lot more. It's just the problem right now. People are so blind and so arrogant in their little world that they don't realize there's a lot of things going on around them. I've seen people on the street holding signs up saying, we'll work for food. It breaks my heart to see that because I used to be one of those people. I've lived on the street before. And I'm tired of it, seeing it every day. And the bad thing about it is when I want to reach in my pocket, all I pull out is length out of my pocket because I don't have any money to give that person. And sometimes those people have habits they need to conquer. I've conquered my habits. I control my habits. The only thing I have in control right now is pushing myself to my limit. And that's what I'm going to start doing from now on. And this is the reason I'm making this video right now, to tell everybody that don't put yourself in a situation where you think you're going to give up. Dust yourself off, try again, keep working at it, push yourself. Push, push, push. And that's all you can do these days is push. Don't let anger, don't let hate, don't let rage rule you. Love, it is a common thing, but it can also be blind. Justice can also be the same way. But the only thing you have to do for yourself is make that decision to push yourself to the limit. To push yourself to the point where you can actually get yourself somewhere in your life and be happy. And that's what I'm trying to do for myself. I'm going to be happy. I have trials in my life I still have to conquer. And I'm going to conquer them, with or without anybody in my life. I have family I love. I have nothing but love right now. So, I hope this message gets out. I'm just doing this because I'm sick and tired of how the world is turned into with the virus, the hate, the rage, the government, everything. We need to change and start uniting together and start trying to do something for ourselves and stop trying to depend on somebody to help them out. There's days you have to get off your own feet and do something. Put that message out. Help one another. Be there for one another. Because right now, there's a time we're gonna have to fight together, one another. I'm talking about all over the world. We're gonna have a fight on our hands that's gonna be ridiculous. And I might not be around when that happens. But the only thing I will say right now, and I'm gonna say right now, I have been in a situation, I've been filled with so much rage and hate that I nearly broke myself out of this chain. And ever since that chain's been broken, my mind's nothing but feeling but knowledge. And realizing that I have been cheating myself all these years. And I'm not doing it anymore. Not for the people I care about, not for the people that I know. I'm doing it for myself this time. Because that's all I've been doing is being walked all over by people every day. So, again, my name is Arthur Lee, a.k.a. Art Lee. Rutra Lee, James Lee. And I've gone so many names in my life trying to define myself. And right now, I know who I am now. And I know who I'm going to be from now on. I'm going to be that guy that you can walk up and say, hey, I know you. I've seen you on YouTube. And I'm just going to smile and say, yep, I was that guy. So, and if y'all ask me, why did I say what I say? Because I'm going to tell you straight off. I got tired of seeing what I'm seeing and feeling what I'm feeling. And I just broke the chain. And I'm leading my own path. And I'm going to take my journey. And my journey is going to take me somewhere very, very, very glorious. And if you want to follow me in my journey, let's go. But if not, take your own path. And it will lead you somewhere, either good or bad. Hopefully it'll be great. Hopefully it'll be something different. But it will be good, regardless. Good or bad. Always be positive, and that's what I'm going to start being right now, because I've never been positive about anything in my life. I've always lived in regret, fear, and everything. This is Arthur Lee signing off. Later.